What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. We are back with some more Lackey Grand Prix gameplay because Lackey Grand Prix number 19 is underway. I was going to say on the way, but no, it's underway. It's already happening. Round 1 has already been completed, I believe. Yeah, it's been completed. Round 2 is now going on, or the pairings have been posted, so people are getting their round 2 games in. And I gotta say, I was actually going into this Lackey Grand Prix kind of thinking, the last Lackey Grand Prix, and actually kind of the one before that too, I was doing a lot of jank, a lot of messing around, some combos. I threw in a few kind of more competitive decks in there, kind of sprinkled them in. I feel like Joshua Thieves was it was sort of intended to be a little bit of a me deck where I was just trying to take things, but it's actually pretty solid and I think can be tweaked to be a fairly competitive deck. I think the David's Mighty Men deck was, with the Abishai and I guess it wasn't really David's Mighty Men, but Abishai and the Snatch Spear combo. I think that's a pretty decent deck, but everything else just about was a little bit of a meme, a little bit of jank, and I was going into this Lackey Grand Prix like, you know what, I should probably find something, or a few more like kind of more competitive decks. I feel like the tournament season's gonna start picking up a little bit pretty soon here, and so maybe for this Lackey Grand Prix I should kind of buckle down, be a little more straightforward, and just put out some decks there that people can actually use and feel more comfortable with, and then I got paired up with Joe Schaefer in round 1, and I was like, maybe I could mess around just a little bit more. I did have this idea that I wanted to get out there, to push out into the world, which is with Shimei here, which has a taunt ability, which we all know that taunt abilities are, can be kind of fun, can set up some interesting interactions, and they haven't, I feel like, been explored a whole lot. And we got the whole Rabjika Snatch Spear thing going, and that's actually in this deck as well. It's just kind of a backup way to get things going. But Shimei here has a taunt ability that's probably the best one in the game, the best payoff for the taunt. Which is that if you win the taunt battle, opponent must skip their next battle phase. However, it does say limit once, which is, a little unfortunate. However, it is just limit once and not once per game, which means that limit can be reset if Shimei is reset to face value, say by being shuffled back into your deck, or, being bounced back to your hand and then replayed. So that is kind of the idea here, where I wanted to build a deck that focuses on Shimei's taunt ability, the payoff there of making your opponent skip their battle phase, and doing that taunt over and over again, and having ways to actually win those battles and get value during those battles while preventing your opponent from really getting value in battle at all, because for one, they're going to have to skip their battle phase on their turn, which is when most of the value of a deck is realized, or where most of the value is going to come out. And they're also not going to be able to use their defense the way that they really want to, or at all, until perhaps the end of the game, because I'm going to be doing taunt battles. So as long as I can control how the taunt battle goes on my turn, then I can sort of dictate everything my opponent is allowed or able to do during battle throughout the entire game, as long as Shimei is protected and I can keep resetting him, which is a little bit tricky, and that's definitely why a deck like this is not necessarily going to be top tier or competitive. And then the other trick is I do have to rescue Lost Souls eventually, so how are we going to do that towards the end of the game? And it could be better, I will say. In this deck, there is a fairly decent way to do it, or it's like Angel Party is probably the better way to finish things off, but the cross can be there too. And I had the idea for this deck of where I was just going to loop Shimei over and over again. That was going to be the main the main way I was going to do things in battle, and I was thinking of playing just like a small like Moses, Cloud of Witnesses Moses offense package, kind of just to make sure that my opponent can't interact as much or really at all. If I can negate their characters and enhancements and territory, then I'm pretty much stopping their characters and enhancements everywhere. If I can stop them in battle and in territory, also stopping their lost souls, it just seems like a good all-around kind of lock strategy. Of course, turning off their neutrals somehow would also be good, but there's not necessarily room for that. And so I was kind of thinking about that, and then also how could I kind of use something within that offense to close out a game. And then that was just kind of the idea in my head. I wasn't necessarily thinking of actually building this deck or when I was actually going to build it. I certainly wasn't really thinking about doing it for this Lackey Grand Prix. And then Mark Valake goes ahead and comments on Discord. He's had a hankering for, that was hard to get out for some reason. He had a hankering for a Heroless deck, and he was asking for any ideas of what to do for the offense. So basically, you have to, with no heroes in a deck, you have to convert one of your evil characters to eventually be able to, start rescuing lost souls. This actually was I don't necessarily want to say viable strategy back in the day, but it was a strategy that it was competitive. Like, I mean, there were multiple people who were kind of known for playing a Heroless deck. One of my brothers was actually one of them. It's not Justin. It's one who, my brother Jordan, who doesn't really play much at this point, but he used to play a Heroless deck and piloted it fairly well. Basically, just wait till the end of the game. You look at your opponent's hand with the Ermin Thummim, see what they need to discard. You have High Priests as evil characters, so you can actually use Ermin Thummim. Then you can use your Holy Grail to convert. Typically it was either like King Shalom or Sapphira to a purple hero, and then use AOC to wipe out your opponent's defense, and then just walk in. And that was kind of the main way of actually winning. Games could actually finish on time, believe it or not, with that strategy. These days, it is definitely a little bit trickier, and it's something that I probably wouldn't have tried if Lackey Grand Prix didn't have kind of an extended time limit, just because of playing on Lackey and all that. But the extended time limit definitely does help with a strategy like this. However, it's still going to be kind of tricky to actually get to that point in time. And I think in a deck like this, you might be better off trying to incorporate some other sort of win con in the reserve that maybe you could get out with Concealed Riches in here. Something that doesn't necessarily rely on your opponent decking out, unless you're also going to incorporate some mill strategies in there. But like, I have Angel Party and the Cross, and so this deck is mostly just trying to wait it out. And the idea behind that is, like, if I do get Shimei going and can loop that every turn, then hopefully my opponent's turns won't take very long. There will pretty much only be one battle per round instead of two. And I guess in a typical Heroless deck, or like old school Heroless, you didn't have taunt abilities, so you just wouldn't attack on your turn. It would be your turns that are pretty quick. But if I'm controlling the taunt battle, then that means I can kind of control the pace of the battle, kind of how it goes, and that gives me a little bit more control on the time. And your opponent can still, take their time during their prep phase, use their full 90 seconds, whatever. But if they don't get a battle phase, that's definitely going to speed things up a little bit. And so I will say, you do have to be fairly quick. If you're going to be playing a deck like this, you have to know it fairly well, which you'll see during this game. I don't really know it all that well. This is going to be the first game I will have played with this deck. But so, you'll have to bear with me a little bit, be like, come on, the line is right there. It's obvious. But, I think the idea is going to be there. You'll at least see that. And I don't know I'm sure this deck could use some refining if I actually wanted to take it to a legitimate tournament or anything. But anyways, this is what I ended up with. So how do we kind of control the pace of the battle, or how the battles go, is kind of the big question. And really, that was what got me thinking that this deck could actually work. And the main idea behind that is the evil add to battle cards, which they don't have the same kind of restrictions as most of the good add to battle cards. So cards like Ride On Victoriously or Good Seed, they say, like during battle, if an evil character is blocking, or if an evil character is in battle, something like that, you may add a hero to battle. Do this to add some kind of hero to battle. With evil add to battle abilities, typically while you're blocking, you're not going to be adding to battle if there is no hero in battle. So they don't really put qualifiers like that on evil add to battle cards, which means that that if you start a taunt battle, then you can use those abilities before your opponent decides to accept or present a hero. So cards like Sodom and Gomorrah, particularly the sight side, it says, while occupied by a captured human, you may discard it to add your evil Canaanite to battle. Cards like Fortress of Antonia, which says, during battle, you may discard contents to add your evil anti-human warrior to battle. Gates of Hell, you can discard this to add your demon to battle. Six Bowl of Wrath, the evil side, place and territory, you may banish this card to add an evil human king to battle. Plenty of ways to add to battle. There are also the dominance that lets you do that, Warrior Overtaken and Murderous Command, which that one didn't end up in the final version of this list because I didn't really feel like it was needed, and I needed to cut out some stuff. I ended up cutting out the Egyptian stuff. The main reason to use it would be if cards like the Amalekite Slave and Queen Tapanese did not say if blocking. You're not blocking during a taunt battle, so you can't use those abilities. Otherwise, Murderous Command would definitely be in here. Tapanese would be awesome if you could use her during a taunt battle. And Amalekite Slave would also be good, of course, as well. But anyway, so the idea here is to be in a taunt battle with Shimei. You get to look at your top four, get a little bit of value there. But then you can use cards like Sodom and Gomorrah and Fortress of Antonia to add their respective type of characters to battle. So Canaanites and some evil anti-human warriors. So we've got a good handful of Canaanites here, and even Army of Jericho, believe it or not, but it actually works kind of well because let's say that I've got two captured heroes in my Land of Bondage. One of them is in Sodom and Gomorrah. I can discard that to add Army of Jericho, or I guess the way it would be is if Fortress of Antonia or a different add to battle ability got me to to be able to ban to Army of Jericho or something like that. Then Army of Jericho could put Sodom and Gomorrah in play, occupy it, and then I could use that ability to add a Canaanite to battle. So it's and then I also have Jericho in here because I want to stop good dominance, and I can put Peter's Curse in Jericho, and I think that's kind of cool. Anyways, so yeah, plenty of Canaanites here and ones that can do a decent amount of damage. You'll notice that there's no Woman of Thebes in here, which, maybe isn't the best. Maybe there's an argument to be made that she should still be in here because at some point your opponent might be able to actually attack, and having her available to block would be kind of nice. But typically, if I'm, doing a taunt battle, I don't really care about protecting Lost Souls. There's not a Lost Soul on the line anyway. So instead, I just wanted to do the cards that could do the most damage. So things like Concealed Canaanites to take cards in their territory, King of Abimelech to give evil Canaanites to discard an artifact or fortress, Crafty Gibeonites to look at their hand, Lot's Wife to just get to any other evil character that I need, and then Doni Bezek to go and find whichever one I want. And then the kind of piece de resistance, if you will, are cards like the Clashing King, who can play an enhancement with a capture ability if an opponent controls a Canaanite. Similarly, we've got Temple Guard, who can play an enhancement with a band or capture ability. The band part of that is pretty nice. We definitely want to be able to play some banding enhancements and bring in some more evil characters that can do some damage. And then the Roman Jailer, who can play an enhancement with a capture ability as well. So if we go Oshimi, we add to battle. Ideally, we're bouncing Shimei with 20 shekels and then putting heroes down from your opponent's hand into play. And then Shimei can come into battle, get some value, add a battle, add either Clashing King or Temple Guard or Roman Jailer, play an enhancement with a capture ability, and then capture their heroes and territory. You maybe capture some of their defense, depending on which capture enhancement we happen to have. And basically, as long as I can control what heroes they have access to, I have a pretty good idea of whether or not they're actually going to be able to win the taunt battle if they try. And because we're so heavy on defense, it's fairly unlikely, especially if we can lock them out of dominance with Peter's Curse and maybe the Cross if we get to that. But I also have my own slew of evil battle dominance to play that can stop them from winning. If I can keep adding to battle with cards like Doubt and keep the battle going and make sure that I skip their next battle phase. So lots of Canaanites to be able to add. Those are going to be kind of the primary ones because they have some of the best capture enhancements. Mainly like Scraps Under the Table. They can hit 3. What Will You Do? That can hit up to X. So that X is the number of Canaanites bounced by this card. So I want to have a good number of Canaanites that I can bounce to just be able to take out as many heroes in their territory as possible. Night Raid is great. It was kind of a later addition because if I use it on a Syrian, which I only have one of in the deck, although we've got a secret Syrian here with Kings of the Earth, then you can capture up to 3 characters, which can also hit evil characters. Better to Be Slaves can also hit evil characters as long as they're human. So those two are mostly like hopefully going to be able to take out some of their defense, but don't always have to if they have good or enough heroes that I need to take care of. And then Seize Him is also a great one, especially if you're playing it pre-block of your taunt, I guess, because you can capture a hero in their territory and then also look at their hand and their deck and set aside a good card that might win them the battle, or you can just hit their Son of God and or maybe their Angel of the Lord actually might be better, because then you can keep your Shimei safe a little bit longer, especially if you're waiting to get to your Peter's Curse or something like that. So if you take away their basically ways to win the battle or to get rid of Shimei or stop that from continuing, then you might be in better shape. But we also have a couple in reserve here. Inhabiting the Land is a pretty decent one. You can give your evil candidate to opponent's territory to discard a good card. Unfortunately, it only captures a hero in battle, so if you play it pre-block of the taunt, then you're not going to be able to capture anything, but you can still play it, and then you can discard a good card, which seems pretty good. If you can, maybe they have like a Herod's Temple or something that you need to get rid of so that you can actually target the heroes in their territory, or, for whatever other reason you discard, maybe you discard their good 3 woes. That seems like a good target. So just the flexibility on that is nice. And then, of course, you can also play it in battle to hit something there and capture something there. Given to Egypt is a great one later in the game. If they do establish a fairly wide offense and have it all in their territory, then Given to Egypt just gets all of them in their territory. And if you play it before they can accept the taunt battle, then it's even better, because then they have to have somebody in hand in order to accept. And hopefully we can stop that with like 20 shekels and things like that. Go Into Captivity is another good flexible one, and the ways that we can use Go Into Captivity and stocks are also fairly important, because in order to get the add to battle stuff started, sometimes we might need one of those captured humans. So Fortress of Antonia and Sodom and Gomorrah, they need to have something to start the chain, so to speak. So I need to capture some in order to have them available so I can add to battle and then play in a capture enhancement to generate some more, all that good stuff. Kingdoms of the World is in here to help get Shimei out. Also, Damascus can help to get him as well. I was thinking about making this a 57 card deck. That was kind of my initial idea, but there were a couple reasons that I didn't end up, maybe 3 reasons I didn't end up getting down there. One is just I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to cut. I was pretty sure that the Canaanite stuff was important enough that I had to keep that, but it just felt bad to cut some of the New Testament stuff. And, cutting 14 more cards was just not something that I had like the experience with the deck yet to really determine what would be a good cut. So that was kind of one reason. The other reason is I was playing against Joe Schaefer, who, last LGP, he played a 150 card deck against me. And, he's just a little bit of a wild card. So if he came at me with a 100 plus card deck, I at least wanted to make sure that I could end the game in a tie or at least close to it, because and have enough resources to outlast whatever shenanigans he had going on. And the third reason was I realized that I didn't really need to always be getting Shimei out as early as possible and getting that loop going. I think that's important, and I want to have ways to get him out earlier, which isn't a whole lot. Frankly, Damascus and Kingdoms are good, but they're in a 71 card deck that this is, you still might not get to him right away. But you don't necessarily need to, because this is a deck with a lot of defense and ways to hold off your opponent until you do get to that point. So it's not really all that important, I guess, that you get the Shimei loop going. That's just kind of the end game, sort of, to sort of start cleaning up your opponent's territory and pave the way for hopefully a final cross rescue, or get Angel Party kind of protected or something like that. So that is sort of why I ended up with this size of deck. A few other key cards to make note of: the Rapshika can get Snatch Spear and kind of set up the taunt battle in a different way. You don't get the same benefit, but you can still do a similar amount of damage if you can pick the right hero to give you initiative, and then play a Better to Be Slaves, or use one of your add to battles, and then take out your opponent's hero that way. Because I have Gates of Hell, I did want to have Terrifying Beast, Messenger of Satan, and Deceiver in here, as they are all good connectors with the rest of the crew, or I guess with the rest of what I'm trying to do. Kings of the Earth can ban to these three as well, and is also an evil New Testament human, so human warrior specifically. So Fortress of Antonia can add Kings of the Earth and then basically connect me to whatever. So Kings of the Earth and Lot's Wife, as long as I have Messenger, I guess, they kind of just connect me to everything in the deck. It's very easy to get any evil character in this defense into the battle if I want to, which is a good reason to maybe want to splash in a few other evil characters that have some more powerful abilities that don't necessarily fit the criteria. I guess, pretty much all of these can be added fairly easily with the cards that are available, like Fortress of Antonia and whatnot. So, I could maybe branch out a little bit. Don't necessarily need all Canaanites and anti-human warriors. But we do have Herod Agrippa II here, who can get to Temple Guard, but also ban to the Chief Priest to get a little bit of value. You get to draw one and then add Temple Guard and play the banning stuff. The tricky part with Heroless is that you're not attacking and getting all the value during rescue attempt. So you do have to find ways to generate value during your blocks, or I guess specifically here during the taunt battles. So even little incremental card draw, but also this is just a good tutor for Temple Guard. Can help you get there. Herod the Great is great in this style of deck, because I can use Fortress of Antonia to add him to battle and then choose the rescuer. And as long as I know more or less what I'm going up against or what to expect, from their hand and what resources they have, then usually you can choose the right hero, maybe do another add to battle part, and then just win the battle. And not really give them an opportunity to interact. Emperor Augustus is nice to take out some stuff in their hand, and then also enables Denarius for a little bit more of that speed, resource generation, as I was talking about. And just kind of fits with the rest of what we have going on here. So I've got one column here of capture enhancements, one column here of banding enhancements that also can serve other purposes. So Destroying Bands and Korra's Rebellion are both kind of the mass banders, which ideally I'll be able to use one or both of those toward the end of the game to help clean up my opponent's defense. So if I do a taunt battle and then add Temple Guard to battle to play a band enhancement, I can play Destroying Bands or Korra's Rebellion to bring in my opponent's defense, and then also maybe bring in Jabin the Assembler, and then just give a Canaanite to my opponent's territory to discard their entire defense. Hopefully they can't use the Canaanite that I give them, or I can reset it some other way. Just use 20 shekels on it on my next turn when I plan to attack. But that is, kind of the way that you can finish off the defense if capturing it doesn't work out with Better to Be Slaves and Night Raid. The other banned ability enhancements are, Wickedness of Jezebel and Tenants Kill the Sun, which have similar functions of both banding and having a discard ability as well to clean up some of the heroes. And then Lurking here can go and grab people, evil characters from reserve, or just ban to whoever. It's just a flexible banding enhancement that can also be played on Shimei if he's alone, which is nice. It's good to have at least some brown enhancements that can be played on Shimei as well, like Go into Captivity and so on and so forth. And then we have a few flexible evil enhancements here. Wages of Sin just gets a lot of different cards that I might want for the deck. The main ones are some of these banding with the discard abilities, but also just some of the evil characters that I might want to be able to add to battle and start generating some value from, and then also getting some stuff out of reserve like Jabin or Inhabiting the Land was kind of one of the other things. Also get some of the add to battle stuff, so Gates of Hell and Fortress of Antonia can both be grabbed by it, so that just helps to get some of those set up. Mist is really the only way in the game to get Shimei back. So if your opponent does happen to target Shimei with Angel of the Lord or something like that, they kind of, assess what's going on and want to stop you from continuing to restrict their battle phase, or I guess skipping their next battle phase, then I guess, Mist is the way to get it back, but it's not really great. It can also be tutored with wages, I guess, but so maybe it should go in reserve, but it's the only way to do it, and this is what the deck is about. The deck's about, doing Shimei and the taunt battle stuff there, so that's what we're going to do. And then I put Baal Worship in here as kind of a last-minute add, as just a way to try to get some more card advantage or, generate some value. I felt I didn't really have that many, or since I didn't have very many territory class enhancements in here, then it didn't, take away too much opportunity or anything if I added Baal Worship and just have a decent negate for battle, or just be able to play it in territory to draw hopefully 3 cards. And the number of my opponent's good brigades will hopefully go down throughout the game and not be very high, but if it is high, then that means that I'm going to need some more cards, and so it just felt like a good one to use. Also, it's just a decent use, I guess, of Concealed Canaanites cards that I take. So if I take some cards with Concealed Canaanites, and I can just discard them to Baal Worship, get some value that way. And also, I've got plenty of characters in here that I definitely won't need all of throughout the game, so once, maybe like the Chief Priest has served its purpose, then Baal Worship can be used to discard it. So that's pretty much everything as far as what we're going to do from kind of the beginning to the middle of the game. So then the idea is, how do we actually finish the game? And I will say that finishing the game is a lot more difficult, like going from defensive heavy, like hero light, to hero-less is a really big step. There are definitely some easier ways to finish off the game if you are playing a hero light deck, where maybe I just have 2 heroes in reserve or something, or maybe even just one, just have like Simon the Zealous in reserve with Authority of Christ, or some battle winner that actually works through the cross, and trying to finish off the game that way. There's a big difference between that and what I have in here, which is the cross and Angel Party that have to work with converted evil characters. And so Holy Grail has historically been kind of the way to convert evil characters that don't involve having heroes that you need to play good enhancements on or something like that. But there is also Blinding Light, which it's actually not bad if you're trying to win with Angel Party. You can get an evil character and then protect it while it remains in territory. So as long as you never attack with it, which is, you don't need to with Angel Party, then you can at least protect the character. And then it's just a matter of making sure that Angel Party doesn't get touched, which, can be a little bit difficult. You have to time it with 3 woes and everything. And, if they're playing Chronicles, or you have to just kind of watch out for some of those. But ideally, we're just going to be doing it at the end of the game once, they kind of run out of fuel, things to do. And the kind of main target that I'm going to be trying to convert here is Pilot Soldiers, because it is, I think, the only evil character that works, that you can convert with and then use with the cross, is a Meek New Testament hero once it's converted. Also a Gospel hero, which is kind of nice because it can be protected then also by Herod's Temple. And Gospel evil character, it's kind of nice because you can get out of reserve with Golgotha. But I also have Concealed Riches in here to get out the cross and stuff as well. You can get out Angel Party that way. You can also use Crowd's Choice, assuming that you don't need it for your defense, or I guess in case you don't need it for your defense. But yeah, that is sort of the idea here. Angel Party is kind of the main one, but you're going to run out of time probably because there aren't too many mill effects in here. So you do have to make sure you're playing quick, know your deck, that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, yeah, converting a character is definitely trickier than just having a hero that you can get out and have a fairly solid rescue with. If I were to build this deck better, I would probably have some other way to, some easier way to rescue a lost soul, maybe a covenant, like maybe just put Send the Helper and Eternal Inheritance in here. It's, it's not ideal, but because Pilot Soldiers is so big and you don't get the choose the blocker part that you would if you had like Simon or something. But, it's, you can maybe set it up with the right characters and whatnot. So I probably should have that in here if I was really trying to do the cross and get that to work. But if I'm not able to deal with my opponent's defense, then I would want to have something else to play and not just depend on my defense to get rid of theirs, at least not in time for actually winning the game. So that is something that you might see come up during the game. Not going to give away too much here, but it's definitely tricky to get it all timed right and whatnot. And you can already see from the length of this video that we're going to get pretty close, if not to the end of the timer for this game. So I'll try not to spend too much time here on the intro. Lost Soul and Dominant lineup. I won't get into the details of too much. I kind of talked about most of the dominants already. The Lost Souls, I guess Darkness is another way to help get Shimei out early. But Lost Souls, I kind of just wanted to make sure I could get value from them, and then also try to slow my opponent down a little bit. So things like Distressed and Disoriented to slow them down. Things like Imitate with Lawless and Galileans to help get out what I need to. Also Darkness, Prosperity, and Shepherds for those reasons. Hunter, because it can go and get out some of these Lost Souls that I might want, particularly like Distressed and Disoriented, Humble. And I forgot, there was actually a better reason that I put Hunter in here. And I'm trying to think of what it was that I thought I wanted. Oh, you know what? I think I was gonna, no. Why did I include Hunter instead of just like Grumbled or something like that? I mean, I guess like getting Distressed or Disoriented out, or Humble out earlier is better, but I feel like if anything I should have just put Escape in here to get my Imitate or Lawless out sooner, or Galileans. Maybe I was thinking about putting Lost Souls in here so that I'd have a Meek Lost Soul and be able to trigger things like Tenants Kill the Sun, and I'd at one point did have a little bit more Sadducee stuff in here, like Surreptitious Scheme to help with some of the tutor stuff and whatnot. And I did have Captain of the Guard which would help me get to Temple Guard in the main deck here. But instead, and that would, I'd be able to add him to battle with Fortress of Antonia, which, you know, Chief Priest I can't add to battle directly. I'd have to go through Heretic Grip of the Second. So maybe that's why I left Hunter in here. That could probably be Grumbled or just some other Lost Soul escape, you know, whatever. So yeah, that is what we ended up with here. A little bit of a long story and long overview of the deck, but it's a very interesting deck, kind of fun to play. Probably not the most fun to play against, but you can, you know, if you've got an opponent who's played some annoying decks against you or something, then here's a good way to get back at them. And also, I do want to mention before we get into the game that Joe's audio was kind of cutting in and out a little bit. I think he was saying that it was having just issues with his headset that he was using. So there, I'll try to edit some of them in a friendlier way. But if the audio ever cuts out, I'll either usually say what and Joe will repeat it, or it just, you know, won't be significant enough to really make a difference, or maybe I made it out and you might not be able to hear it as well. But anyways, you'll still see the gameplay and that'll be good. And it's not terrible. Just, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say it's like super bad or anything, but just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so now before we get into the game, I am going to do a shout out to our sponsors over at Your Turn Games, which I didn't really have quite all set up by the time I usually do when I'm setting all of this up. So I'm going to do it real fast like this. And here we are. And oh no, I'm super big. All right, we're just going to change that slightly in 3, 2, 1, action. Our sponsors over at Your Turn Games are great supporters of this channel, and we are proud to be sponsored by them. And they're proud to retail Redemption CCG because they've got singles and complete sets. They've got boxes that you can pick up from there. They've got plenty of pre-built decks, including all these contender decks, which are pretty much tournament ready. You can see that the new ones that I blabbed about for a long time over here on the channel, 2-3 weeks ago now, they are all available on the website here, so you can go ahead and pick those up for the new kind of Israel's Inheritance style or themed decks that are actually not necessarily just Israel's Inheritance focused, but also pull in some stuff from GOC and, you know, other themes from other sets. So definitely go check those out and pick up any other Redemption supplies you might need over at Your Turn Games. Thank you to them for sponsoring this channel. And now let's get into the game with Joe.
So I get the choice.
You get the choice. All right. Let's see what we got here.
All right. Good luck to you.
Likewise.
Change. Okay. My scale is at 300%. And I was like, whoa.
Big prosperity.
That's my soul.
All right. Yep, just the 2 for me.
Those stars for me.
Are you choosing?
I guess I should. I guess, yeah, I should choose. Yeah, I'll choose to go.
Sorry, did you say first or second?
I will choose to go first.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I too have no stars. So I will go ahead and do my souls, I suppose.
Yep.
Let's do prosperity first. I think. Yeah, I think I will discard the terrifying beast, sad as it is, and draw 2. And then I will do Galileans, maybe. Yeah. I'm gonna exchange seize him with something.
Route, probably.
What's that?
Looks like we're probably going the Romans route.
I mean, could be some stuff in there. I don't know what the best option here is. I think it's actually maybe just going this way. Yeah, I'll grab the chief priests.
Okay.
All right, that's them's my souls.
All right. Storehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Play Land of Moa.
Sure. I will ask for Dominish.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna shipwreck Land of Moab.
Okay. I'm gonna drop down Obed.
Ugh, that guy.
Feels wrong. I'm gonna drop down Meek.
Don't want to negate your Obed.
That yet. So I'm actually gonna pass it to you.
No attacks, huh? All right, I'll draw 3. Let's put down a Gates. Obed is unfortunate, but maybe, yeah. I think we can do that. Be okay. Yeah, gonna burn it. Second coming. Go to deck.
Okay.
For 3 woes. Which I'll play as evil to negate the Obed.
Obed is negated.
I will play Damascus as a site. And go find an evil character. I'm gonna grab Shimei.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put down Sodom and Gomorrah as a site. And then I will, yeah, I'd like to move to battle, if that's cool with you.
Yep.
All right, let's do Shimei, and I'll look at my top 4. Doing a taunt battle, I guess, in case that wasn't clear.
I've seen something similar to this before.
Not entirely sure which route I want to go right away, but I think I'll grab go into captivity here.
Okay.
Send those to the bottom, and I think I will, yeah, let you block if you like.
I'm gonna choose not to block this taunt.
Okay, so I think if you choose not to, I can still play something, and then you can choose again, right? Or like basically,
Like if you're going to play like a dominant or something.
right? Yeah.
I believe. Well.
Yeah.
On taunts.
Well, yeah, because that should be the same as a regular battle, where it's like, yeah, if you decline, oh, I still want to play resurrection or something.
Because otherwise it would move immediately to battle resolution where you can't really taunts.
Okay, so I think I am going to go ahead and discard Gates of Hell. Add a demon to battle,
Okay.
which will be the Deceiver.
Okay.
And I will. Let's do it this way. I'm going to add a Doni Bezek. In exchange for a Doni Bezek, he's going to go to you.
Mm-hmm.
And go and get So no crafty Gibeonites here, but we can do. Yeah, I'll just go to concealed Canaanites. I'm going to take your storehouse.
Okay.
And I will not band.
Okay.
So now you can choose again, I guess, if that changes your mind.
Nope, I don't think it changes enough for me.
Sweet. Alright, so Shimei is restricting, and I will go and put down a storehouse. That seems fine. And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Draw 3. I'm thinking on star ability real quick.
Yeah, all good.
No, I can't really block because the Shimei. So no star. Good. So pass it back.
Alright. And hopper. Well, no stars, it'll hop to you. Upkeep, woes will stay.
I'm
What's
gonna
up?
ask to play a dom here.
Sure.
Once,
Or like in my
once
drop
you're done
phase?
with your. Yeah, basically in response to the hopper.
Oh, sure. Yep.
I didn't know if you had any other triggers that needed to happen first.
Nope. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So Sunaga to.
Okay.
There you go. That was it.
Cool. So then I'll go to upkeep. Woes will stay on Obed. The restrict ends on Shimi. I am going to activate or go to prep phase, or I guess I can do storehouse here, huh? Sure. I'll take inhabiting the land from my reserve. I'm going to go to prep phase. We'll activate go into captivity. Discard it to capture Obed.
Sure.
And draw one. Let's put down an artifact and play wages and go get a discard ability card. I think I want to get, yeah, I think I'll just get Fortress of Antonia.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and put that down. And I'm going to put Obed into Sodom and Gomorrah.
Okay.
And
All the add to battles.
yeah, doing some shenanigans. All right. I am good to go to battle if you are. Sweet. I can't taunt with Shimi. I should probably just leave that on there, just to remember. Can't taunt with Shimi, but I can taunt with the Rapshika.
Okay.
Got a backup plan here. So we'll go to reserve, equip Snatch Spear, and choose Mary.
Okay. And
And it makes it mutual.
11-10 on the Meek side. Yeah, so we're in mutual.
Yep. I will, or I guess it. Do I want to add to battle before you play anything? No, that's fine. Yeah, your initiative.
I will pass initiative.
Cool. I will probably just do this way. Want anything from here? Probably not. Okay. Let's do lurking. I'm going to ban 2 Messenger. I will draw 1 from the bottom.
Okay.
Bottom 1 to top of hand. Yeah, I guess it's just wages. And then I will. They don't have anything for me to take with concealed Canaanites. Guess I'll ban the
Nice.
chief priests. And I will go and get Temple Guard.
Okay.
We'll withdraw Chief Priests. I guess Temple Guard goes in my hand, but then we'll add Temple Guard. And I can play Capture or Band ability card. Let's do. Let's play Inhabiting the Land, and we'll try to capture Mary. Not using the give part.
Okay, capture will occur.
Yep.
I'm gonna think. Yep, capture occurred. Have anything?
Nope. Yeah, that's it for my stuff. So then Rabshka's taunt was successful. I get to take a site or fortress, of which there are none.
Yep.
And I will then pass the turn.
All right. I will draw 3 for the turn. No stars. Or
Yep.
actually, no stars. Well, we can always wait and see here, I guess. But I think I'm good to move into the battle phase if you are.
Sure.
David.
David.
Convert him to Meek. Back. Question is the good OT card. I know your hand a little better.
What's that?
Wish I knew your hand a little better.
Oh.
That's okay.
Hey, same.
Like that knowledge would be useful. Yeah, I'm just gonna take Angel.
Okay.
Put David in my head. Okay, there we go. And yeah, no banding.
New banding. Okay. I will block with Messenger. Draw 2 from the bottom. Bottom 2 to top of hand. Cool. I will ban to ban of the chief priests.
Okay.
We'll draw 1, and then withdraw to ban a Temple Guard or add Temple Guard, who will play seize him, and will attempt to capture David.
Yep. Sigh.
Yep.
Yeah. No need for spices. Gate and reserve season.
Yep.
You take a good NT card. Surf.
Yep.
Cushion.
Yep. So you are 412.
The 4 offense, 12 defense.
5-6. So it's stalemate.
Would mean that since I played the last card, is that right?
Right. Yep.
I'm thinking if I want to play a dominant here.
Okay. Yep.
So yeah, I think I will.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a good crowd's choice. 3 woes.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm also gonna go ahead and play 3 woes.
Okay.
As good. And we'll negate Messenger of Satan.
That wouldn't kick Temple Guard out though, because
Oh, you're right.
you got exchanged too.
You're right. Well, I already targeted him, so I made the play. Undid the draw from the bottom.
Yeah, okay. So this one card will go to the bottom. The other was seize him.
Yep. Unfortunate that I made that. But oh well. And yeah, I guess we'll angel the temple card.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Alright, so those are discarded. I believe it makes it your initiative.
That is the case. Alright. So I will.
Actually, I could still play.
Oh, yeah, if you've got something else, go ahead.
It feels wasteful, but
You know, second coming for Angel of the Lord.
no. I'm gonna see what you do here.
Okay. I am going to do play wages. Go to deck. How many cards with discard abilities do I have left here? Or could do that one. No, let's just do this one. All right. King Abimelech. I'm going to add him to battle. We'll go ahead and give you a Canaanite from reserve, which will be Jabin. And, well, actually, no, I don't want to do that. You don't have any artifacts or fortresses. I guess that would be a mandatory part. So, yeah, I just wanted to ban 2 Canaanite, which will be concealed Canaanites to take your woes.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Then that will bring it back to your initiative.
All right. So how big are you? Which can I play is the question.
4, 13, 16,
Six.
16, 18.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Solomon's Dream here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this one for all one. Late in
Yep.
battle, and I have 1 Meek hero. Still 9-ish.
Yep.
I'm gonna play Reprimand Repercussion. I will negate Concealed Canaanites.
Yep.
Attempt to withdraw your 2 characters that you battle.
Withdrawing which 2?
Oh, that's right. It was Abimelech that did ban, not Concealed. So I'll withdraw your Canaanite.
Okay. All right. So my initiative then again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use Sodom and Gomorrah. We'll discard Obed. And I'm going to add concealed Canaanites back to battle.
Okay.
So because he was negated, his ability can reactivate, right? Is that correct?
He's generic anyway, so I think he'd react. Are you talking about whether King Abimelech can come back in?
No, I know Abimelech can't because he's unique. I was just wondering, I was just making sure that I'd be able to, or I guess no, he's still negated by. That's right. Yeah, he'd still be negated by
Yeah,
reprimand because he didn't leave play. Okay.
yeah, that's right.
So let's see. I'm now up to 11 toughness, which I think you just barely have one.
I have 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 offense.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's 3. Okay. So, so it is stalemate.
Okay.
Back to
Played
your
the last
initiative.
card. Played the last card. All right. you did that. Let's do this for numbers. It's a shame that doesn't really have characters hero wise. So I'll play Banner of Love for numbers.
Oof. Okay.
I'm killing you.
Let's do. Don't really need. Yeah. All right. So I will play Baal Worship. I'm going to negate. I'm gonna negate Reprimand. So now
Okay.
I think I get your woes back, and then King Abimelech comes back into battle. Discard a human in territory. I'm going to discard the chief priests. And I get to draw 3 purple, red, white.
Yep, seems right.
Got a humble. All right, back to you.
So the last card played in this case is Baal Worship.
I think so, yeah, because I don't think Abimelech gets replayed. You have another interrupt the battle.
Royal Parade. Start the
Nice.
battle, bounce all evil characters in battle. Is used by Meek.
Okay.
So
That's
Reprimand kicks back in. So the cards you drew are not in your hand yet.
yeah, okay, so those go back. Oops.
Those is
3 woes comes back. Okay, and yeah, and special initiative I have to pass, so these get discarded. No, that's for Dominish. Let's get bounced.
You're asking for Dominish after that?
Yep.
I guess I have to finish this. I can draw one.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I drew one. And yes, you can have Dom finish.
All right, play down.
Jeez. Okay.
I think
Now
you are beating
it's
me
zero.
though, so I do have to play something here.
Yeah.
So my initiative, I guess, yeah, Doms are restricted.
Yep.
All right, so play. What will you do? To bounce a Doni Bezek. Fortunately, there's still a Canaanite in play, and try to capture David.
Okay. That is gonna happen. Yeah.
Woo! that was epic.
That was a battle.
It was going to be at least 15 minutes of battle right there.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play a Dom here. Second coming.
Yep.
No, that's not battle phase. And go get my Son of God and play it. Or rescue your humble.
Seems good.
Got to the easy way. All right,
we'll just see if I can beat that.
After that, I will pass to you.
All right, I'll draw those 3 again. Upkeep,
Yes.
woes will move to your color guard, I guess. We're going to storehouse, take given to Egypt. We're going to activate Denarius. Go and get Emperor Augustus. Oh, sorry, I guess my doubt has to go away. We'll put Emperor Augustus in play. Discard Denarius. Draw 3. Got a Imitate and a Disoriented. Disoriented will also target your color guard, I guess. Okay, let's do. Got 5 cards in hand.
I do have 5.
Guessing at least one of them has to be some blocking potential here.
It's just more good enhancement.
Just all multi-brigade ones that would have been tossed, right? Yeah. All right, let's play Golgotha. I'm going to take pilot soldiers from my reserve.
Okay.
Go ahead and put that in play. We'll put down the strong force. I'm going to put David in Fortress of or I guess we'll put him in Sodom. We'll put Mary in Fortress of Antonia. And we'll put down Abimelech, put down Concealed, and I'll pass turn.
Cool. Draw 3 for the turn. No stars that I wish to use. Alright. Nothing is negating my artifacts.
Nope.
So, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
David's heart. It's a shame you captured David.
No Valley of Dry Bones in there.
I've been thinking about playing it. It's not bad.
Yeah,
Maybe not a stack.
if you do it with a capture defense, then maybe.
Yeah, Valley of Dry Bones with Noah and what's his name? Infinidab.
Oh yeah.
So it's not too bad if you can pull that off. But
Yeah. Too bad you can't shuffle. Valley
Valley.
because it banishes itself. Yeah.
That's unfortunate part. Yeah, why not? I'll go get the Love Righteousness.
Sure.
Drop down Joanna.
Mm-hmm.
Play the Love Righteousness.
Yep.
Going to get all this at the battle junk.
Gotta do that if you're playing D heavy.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So, go get Lazarus.
Yep.
And I'm going to attempt to battle.
You got it.
Done with Martha.
Mm-hmm.
Get your hands protected. But
Yep.
and then go to Lazarus. I will hurt Lazarus. Meek to negative cards, and I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing negating souls. You'll get a soul token. Not that you really need it.
Nothing negating souls. Make a token.
All right, and that's a rescue.
Okie doke. I think this is safe to do. Let's go. Messenger. We'll draw 2 from the bottom. Bottom 2 to top of hand. Band to Donny Bezek. A gift for you. And a Wives in Reserve.
I have drawn 5.
That you have.
Shame. Oh, that's unfortunate. So, let's see.
Messenger is currently losing the battle, I think. You've got 9 attack, yeah. But still
I
net.
am. Yeah, I was just looking at them. here, see if I was dying. Got 11 toughness. So
Yep.
I'll pass on the stalemate here.
All right. I will. That's for Dominish.
Okay.
Getting a little silly here. I'm playing Blinding Light to convert my pilot soldiers to, let's do silver.
Okay.
Okay, then my regular initiative.
Yep.
Play Better to Be Slaves, and I will capture Joanna, Lazarus, and Martha.
Okay. This CBP.
Indeed.
Captured.
And because I now have 6 cards in hand, I can draw 3. All right. Is it for battle?
That's it for battle. And yeah, we'll pass it back.
Okay. Draw 3. Upkeep, woes, we'll move to harp.
Okay.
And storehouse, I will pass on that. Go to prep phase, we'll put down kingdoms. Let's put down an artifact here. Yeah, I'm gonna play Sixth Bowl of Wrath as my territory class.
Okay.
And I will. As
I
evil.
assume
Sorry.
evil.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, placing into territory. I guess I'll specify just because. But yeah. And then I'm going to. I guess I do have an Egyptian in play. Salmon as well. We'll activate Given to Egypt. Discard your top card.
Okay. Elimelech.
A hero.
Ooh.
And then I will. Still don't think I can attack here, so I will pass a turn.
Draw 3. Wicked. Place. Star on Virgin Birth.
Mm-hmm.
Top 6. Fake. Old Noah.
New.
Let's go back to the top.
See
Slate.
why you wanted to get Humble out of there.
Right. Virgin
Lazarus and then
Birth.
Noah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a little bit of a weird deck, but it normally works when opponents aren't. Let's see.
Getting
Oh, not Meek
silly.
White. Bottom of deck. Okay. Was in hand. And let's get crazy.
Show me what you got.
Well, I mean, I don't think it matters too much. So turn over the David's Hook.
Yep.
I guess I missed the woes, but oh well. Since I turned over that. And yeah, we're just gonna go into battle. We're just gonna do it with a Meek Noah.
Meek Noah.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't think I can pass up this opportunity. Block with Messenger of Satan.
It was pretty good.
I will draw my bottom 9 or 8, I guess. A darkness. Move bottom 1 to top of hand. Okay. Then I will band to. Let's band to the Sealed Canaanites. We'll take. I can't take your woes because I have too many cards in my hand. Oops. Okay. Well,
Yes.
I will. I guess I should have done that one first. Yeah, I should have done Lot's wife first. Then we'll ban to
Yep.
the crafty Gibeonites, and I will look at your hand.
Certainly look at my hand.
See what tricks you got hiding in there. Alright, so you've got awesome things. You've got withdraw, and you've got negate. Didn't quite run you out of enhancements.
Not yet.
Alright. Well, then I can exchange with one from deck or reserve. I think I will do reserve here. Yeah. I'm just going to. Oh, maybe I do have one left in deck, but alright, that's fine. I'm just going to do Jabin. I am not going to. Oh, wait. I can ban to a Canaanite from reserve. Oh, yeah, he's unique. Okay, that was smart. We're not going to do that. Yeah, I guess I could have done that. But that's okay. I will not give or take. So I will just give you initiative here. Or actually, no, I'll ask for Dom initiative here.
Oh, you're asking for Dom initiative.
Yeah.
Where
did this X come from? Oh, that's what I did.
Oh, I'm gonna say no here. Just stingy. I'm gonna play a dominant.
Yeah, I thought you might.
I'm gonna play awesome things. Right on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll play an enhancement on my Meek White.
Yep.
Baptism to negate Satan. Draw 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that will put back. Let's see. I had 8 cards in my hand. I drew that one for sure. No, I drew Lot's wife. I drew 8 cards. Did I draw that
I
card?
gotta make it complicated.
Yeah. Okay, so that one for sure sent to the bottom of deck. That one sent to the bottom of deck. That one bottom. That one. Pretty sure that one. I think it was to here. Yeah. How many cards did I move? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I did have that one in my hand. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's right. Didn't really move anything. Okay, so then you're negating that. Did you draw 2?
I did draw
Yeah,
2.
draw
I
2.
did draw the prosperity.
Okay.
Wanna trigger it? Feel like you're going for a crosswind here. So no, I'm not draw prosperity.
Okay.
Yep, and then I can take a clay card from reserve or banish Jabin.
Mm. Okay.
Yep. There's that.
Okay, so now I'll ask for Dominish again.
Yes, you can play a Dom now.
All right. I think we
I
gotta
guess
do.
this is discarded.
Yeah. Actually, I guess I don't really need to do that. No, I'm not gonna play dominant. What you got? All right, this is my
Okay.
initiative.
I
12 toughness. So it looks like it's still stalemate. So I guess it would be my
Stalemate.
initiative because
Yeah, I played the last card.
you have enough
Played the
strength.
Baptist.
Is the question.
I have 11 strength, so I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm 5,
Yeah.
10. Okay. Okay, so if it's my initiative, then I guess we'll just do this. Let's do Wickedness of Jezebel. Ban to an evil male, or playing it on concealed Canaanites, I guess. So I can ban to an evil male human. Ban to Emperor Augustus, make you discard an NT card from hand if you had one still. I don't remember.
Does it matter if it's good or evil?
Nope, just NT card.
Wow. Okay. I think I have one that I have to do. That is the Deceiver.
Yeah, that's right. Nice. We like that. Oh, I forgot my. That's right. Okay, and then ban to an NT Roman. I will pass on that, and I will discard a hero with Wickedness of Jezebel, which will be Noah.
Okay. So let's be an SI.
Yep.
So I'll attempt to face unbowed.
Yep. So pass on SI. They'll be withdrawn.
Okay.
And then I will ask for Dominish. All right.
You can play a Dom.
All right. We'll just discard Noah.
Okay. Yeah, whenever I played the Dom, you had a Kingdoms trigger.
Yeah, but that's all right. I got a little more value
I
out
was
of it.
just, yeah, I was just like, oh, he could have just gotten rid of it. Oh, there. But, alright. That out of the way. 7 or less. And, yeah. See if you can win this one, I guess, because I don't think I'm getting to 5.
Yeah, we'll see.
How much time do we even have left?
We got 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's probably enough time for you.
We'll see here. So my 3 woes is going to go back on your color guard.
Yep.
We got kingdoms, so we can do. Let's see if we got any lost souls left in here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's do. Get my lawless out, and an evil character, which will be Herod the Great. And then we'll do upkeep, imitate, feel to all, or imitating lawless.
Sure.
Top 6. Let's grab. Why is it trying to?
I got him there.
What is going on? Okay. I was trying to grab like 3 cards at a time. I'm gonna grab Jericho.
Alright. So you are playing Son of God.
That I am. We'll go ahead and put down. Or yeah, I think that's all my upkeep stuff. So let's put down Jericho. I'll activate Peter's Curse. I think we got time for that. Then we'll activate 20 shekels. Bounce my Shimei. And look at your
Take
hand.
a peek. Yep.
Let's do. Okay, your last dominant is evil, so Peter's Curse doesn't do anything. Let's put down your Woman of Thebes.
Okay.
Turn off your Uzza, more or less. Let's put down Herod's Temple.
Okay.
And is it even worth doing that? I guess so. You don't have any heroes, so I'll go to battle, if that's good with you.
Okay.
Shimei. Taunt.
Okay.
My top 4. Grab Tenants Kill the Sun. Put those in the bottom. And see. For anything else, I'm going to discard Mary to add Emperor Augustus to battle. Did you have any NT cards left in there?
Nope. So I can reveal my hand to you again.
No, that's fine. And then we'll do Herod the Great. Discard a random card from your reserve. Move
For it.
random 1 to top of discard. All right. Hit your foreign wives. All right. I take it you are not blocking.
Considering I would need to have a hero for that.
Cool.
Be enough.
Yeah. So Shimi has been used, and I will pass a turn.
That somehow. Do you have any more lost souls?
Storehouse too.
Yeah. So Covet will remain and do nothing. Stars. Woes. Have anything that's worth
You
stopping?
have lots of options.
Yeah, pretty clearly. We'll say matched
Which one?
as Snatch Spear.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I could do that. That'd be funny. But yeah. When I activate David's Harp, shuffle your messenger.
Sure.
But I can't because Storehouse, right?
No, you can still shuffle.
Oh, it doesn't target the deck. It just targets the character.
Yeah.
So, okay. And after that, I have 8 in hand. So, pass back to you there.
All right. Draw 3. Got a Shepherd's. Sure. Well, under deck. Just wanted to draw 1. And okay. Upkeep. We'll do Kingdoms. Grab a Distressed and a. Doesn't have to be a human, right? Yeah, just any character. We'll get the Roman Jailer. And then Woes is fine where it is. We'll imitate Lawless. Reveal to. Actually, let's do it on your deck.
Okay. So I reveal top 6.
I got it.
Right. Okay.
All right. Poison. Haman in the plot.
I still have good enhancements.
Oh boy. Do you still have heroes? That's the other question. You get to pick your evil card.
Oh, derp. It goes to hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with the false leaders. And then the rest go to the bottom. Sorry about that.
Oh, wait. Reveal to all then. There we go.
For some reason, I was thinking since you played the Lawless, you got to choose, but
oh, yeah. No.
chooses.
Not this time. Got to try to thin your deck out here a little bit. And then let's do 20 shekels, a bounce Shimi. We'll look at your hand.
Yep. You might see a hero.
There is a hero. Let's go ahead and put down your hero.
As a hero?
As a hero.
Harry.
Yeah. I'm going to play Warrior Overtaken. Take Delilah from reserve, and we'll discard Blood Avenger.
Yeah, I guess that works.
All right, and then I will. We did all of that. Okay, go to battle. Shimi. To alt or to owner top 4. I should have made a macro for that, I guess. Let's grab Kings of the Earth. Send those to the bottom.
Well, you know my hand in territory here.
Yep. I don't think there's any
You can
reason
add
for
any.
me to do any adding here, so yeah. We'll just do that, and we'll pass a turn.
All right, draw 3. Nothing negating souls. There's a hopper.
Hoppity hop.
All right, stars. Woes. We'll go on the Roman version of you. Well, that's CBN. Never mind. So we'll do it on Shmi.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop down Threshing Floor. And I will drop down a Minidab.
Mm-hmm.
I do still have a hero. Okay. And
And a Meek Heroes in play.
there's one.
That's funny.
You have a Meek hero for me.
That I do.
So I can look at my top one, but regardless, I'm gonna set down Zimri, false leaders. Is it even worth going in with Minidab?
You can.
Destroy me. Oh, but I can't attack?
Yeah, his Shimi's taunt is still active.
I thought that was like a limit once, like period.
Well, once you bounce him, then it resets.
Oh, that's okay. You bounced him.
Yeah.
Sorry. You're right. I missed that. But okay, so yeah, your turn then.
All right.
Just thinking about trying to bounce your hero.
Ah.
Oh, that's it. But it only bounces an evil card anyway, so that wouldn't work.
Yeah, and he's protected. Gonna put down Kings of the Earth as a Syrian, skipping my upkeep stuff because who cares? And then I will 20 shekels. Will bounce Shimi. Look at your hand.
Yep. Take a peek.
Let's
Much has changed.
put down Cora. And then I will go to battle. That's
For
okay
it.
with you. Let's do Shimi at the top 4.
Yep.
Let's take a messenger.
Okay.
Then guess I should have moved a hero first, but I'm going to trigger Sodom and Gomorrah and discard your David. I'm gonna add Lot's wife to battle. And then we'll add, or she'll ban to. Oh, I guess I should have done that the other way around. She said I can't do that. Oops. We're gonna ban to Kings of the Earth. It's going to ban to Messenger of Satan, who will ban to this guy, Roman Jailer. We'll play. Oh, you've got that thing that protects right now. So he's protected. So I guess, yeah. Play Night Raid, and we'll capture your 3 brown dudes.
Okay.
Playing it on Kings of the Earth, who is Syrian and gray, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay.
Note that.
I was just like, what? But yeah, now that tracks now. Um. Yeah. Um. That seems like a thing you could do, and I don't know a whole lot about that. bouncing one evil card doesn't really help me here. So, yeah, I'm not gonna choose to accept here.
Yep. Shimei triggers. Let's put down an artifact. And Army of Jericho. And I will pass the turn.
Draw 3. Did draw a soul. So disoriented. Will negate. Oh, that taunt isn't even relevant. I can't negate your taunt. It's terrible. So
Identifiers.
yeah. I guess we'll gate kings of
Kings.
fifth. Yeah, kings.
Okay.
Not exactly a good option. It looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too many to have good options, I guess.
Turn that. Even think
What's that?
terrible. I was talking to myself.
Oh.
I was going to activate New Covenant here, and I don't know that there's anything really worth getting from reserve, but grab something anyway with Spirit as a Dove.
Okay.
And then, why not? I'll play Virgin Birth as my territory class. I'll grab Jesse from reserve.
Mm-hmm. More
Put
heroes.
down Jesse. Yeah. Oh, heroes. Alrighty. And I have 8 in hand. So I can't attack, so yeah, your turn.
Alright. 3. Peter's Curse fizzles, didn't really do anything, but it was kind of cool that I could put it in Jericho and, and upkeep. Let's not worry about anything here, I guess. We can just woes your New Covenant instead of that. Alright. Then I will do 20 shekels. Bounce Shimei. Your hand.
Yep.
We gotta get some more evil characters out of there if we ever want to do that. And then let's put down Book of the Law. I guess we'll activate that on Herod's Temple and bounce my Kings of the Earth. Put it back down as a Gray Syrian because we can. I guess it doesn't have to be a Syrian, but whatever. And then let's do. Yeah. Crowd's choice is good. Angel Party in reserve. We'll go ahead and play Angel Party on my Pilot Soldiers. And then I will put Lazarus in Sodom and Gomorrah. We'll put Zimri and Joanna, I guess, in Fortress. I don't know, doesn't really matter. And then I will go to battle. If that's cool with you.
Seems good.
Okay, let's do. Yep. I have to negate your protection somehow. Guess I should have moved woes to that. All right. Shimei.
Sure.
Look at my top 4. Take Core's Rebellion. And I will discard. I won't discard. So, yeah, you can. No, I will. Yeah, I'll discard Lazarus to do King Abimelech. I'm going to give you the Crafty Gibeonites from my reserve to discard Threshing Floor.
Okay. That's how you. Okay. You can play cards.
And I can band, I suppose, to Zeka again. I don't know. I'm not going to band.
Herod's Temple, the only thing protecting your pilot soldier.
And Blinding Light.
Oh, because it's protected from opponents while it's in territory.
Yep.
That one's card that's certainly difficult to remember, but okay. Yeah, it's not worth blocking your taunt. So.
Yep. I will play Son of God to get one.
Yep.
And I'll pass turn.
All right. I gotta get that.
And I think this might be the last round because we have 1 minute. So.
Okay. Well, I doubt I'm gonna get what I need. I was trying to see if I can get one more, but I'm not gonna likely get a chance to attack to do it. So.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Okay, we'll play that.
Well,
Gonna go ahead
because you
and.
can't attack this turn because of Shimei.
Yeah, I just. To be fair, I can just deactivate it down more than anything.
Sure. Yeah.
Lost Child found. I will bounce up to 3 of the cards, though. I will bounce as a Woman of Thebes and your Angel Party.
Huh. Well, that's a bummer.
I don't know why I moved the soul about that. I'm sure you're gonna mess up this Unity anyway, but yeah, I am down to 8. So I will pass back to you here.
All right. Well, draw. We got a hunter. Okay. Well,
Making you work for it.
You've got Rose Rebellion. All right. Well, let's start with woes here. We got to think through things because of no Angel Party, which I mean wasn't going to matter anyway. At best, I was going to be able to tie. So with Angel Party at least.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I completely thought you were going for cross, so the Angel Party kind of threw me.
Well, I mean that's an option as well.
Okay.
That we are probably. I mean, we'll have to see what we can do.
All right. I like that after all of that, I'm giving you a difficult time.
Yep, that you are. I mean, yeah. I think the problem with this deck is obviously time, because
Yeah. No, Jake played 100 card D heavy that did the Shmee thing last GP.
oh really? Okay.
He had the similar. Yeah, he had the same issue, just time.
Yeah.
I think I got like a.
Yeah, I think
I don't remember the score.
I dawdled just a little bit too much with some of the stuff. I think I will. So woes, yes, evil. Doesn't really matter. I'll just negate your color guard, I guess. Nothing for storehouse. I will do Lost Child Found.
Hard puts in work.
Guess to have a chance, I have to use Concealed Riches here.
Okay.
So we'll. So I was thinking there could be a chance if I shuffled. But no, then I have to. Yeah, I can't do that. All right. Well, we're discarding it regardless, and then we're just gonna grab one card from reserve, which will be. All right. I'll just grab the cross.
Okay.
Send this card. I will activate. I guess we'll play a good Chronicles. No. Hits my 6 Bowl of Wrath. Oh wait, that's only for the phase. Whatever. Um.
So you in battle phase doing that, or
No. I just played it because why not? I'm gonna then activate the cross.
okay.
Yeah. No, it doesn't really matter. You have too many options here. Sure. I'll go to battle. I don't think there's anything else for me to play here. Well, I guess I can do this. I'll play Mist. You have to discard a card from hand.
Okay. I will discard Spirit of Death.
All right, and I will underdeck um, evil evil enhancement from each discard pile. Let's do Foreign Wives from mine, and we'll do. We'll give you back your. Really don't have much. Give you back your repercussion. Okay, go to battle.
Sure. Okay.
I'll attack with pilot soldiers.
Okay. So that's the only thing of here. Okay. If you don't rescue a lost soul in battle, it's not considered success. Like your hero's not successful if you don't rescue.
Right. Yeah. I have to. Yeah, to be successful in battle. Um. Yeah, you'd have to defeat all the opposing evil characters and basically rescue a lost soul. Yeah.
Based on that and the fact that Cross is restricting Toms, just gonna play Woman of the Bez. Her to protect lost souls from rescue.
Yep.
And I'm not taking anything.
Yeah. Seems good. That's all I got.
I figured if I went with like Heyman, you had a temple to
Right.
try
Yeah.
and kill me.
Yeah. I figured I could try to bait you into it, but also like I wouldn't or I'd because I had to uh underdeck something from your deck with Mist, then it wouldn't have worked anyway. So
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because
yeah, the
my
decks have to
deck's
be
no
empty.
longer empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If I had another good card in my reserve, then I could have used Book of the Law to top deck a good card from my reserve, uh, and then I wouldn't have had to play Mist. That would have given me a chance, but yeah. there wasn't any way for me to get it unless he just missed the Herod's Temple and drew a card or something like that. I suppose if
Do
he
you
walked
have
with
enough?
Heyman, drew a
Yeah,
card.
did you have enough to toss down Heyman and plot?
Oh no, I guess he would also just have to not have anything to toss.
Yeah, plot was the only thing because Reap, Confusion, and Better to Be Slaves don't have any numbers.
Right? Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. No,
go with a plot.
there's an argument that Holy Grail should come out for like uh, either Simon and like, or just like Simon and a battle winner or something like that, or take something else out of
Yeah.
reserve too, just to have the cross be a little more likely. But I was kind of hoping that Angel Party would kind of be the main thing, but yeah, it just wasn't going to be enough turns.
Yeah, with Concealed Riches. Okay. I'm wondering if you could just set up a win with Concealed Riches to where you deck everybody out and then just set up your like for sure rescue with Concealed.
Yeah, and that's the way that I think most people kind of do it, but I wanted to have some defense stuff in reserve. I guess the problem with so if I was actually trying to be competitive or like try to win for sure with this deck or kind of more guarantee it, then Simon is for sure the way to go. But I was trying to do completely heroless. So that's why the Holy Grail is in there. And actually it might have worked if I had done it the turn before, if I had thought about it. But if I did concealed the turn before, get my Holy Grail, then I can convert my Rabshika. It converts Snatch Spear, which I guess should no longer be negated. And then I can then attack.
It wouldn't work with a cross because he's not a New Testament hero.
Right, yeah. I could still just at least get a lost soul, I guess. Is the just by choosing one of one of the Canaanites. Especially because I randomly hit your Foreign Wives from reserve.
Yeah, like he completely ran me out of offense. So
Yeah.
But yeah, the Lost Child Found.
Yeah, that was
when I needed
brutal.
And the fact that I still had heroes to play them on.
Right. Yeah. I guess that's what cost me. I think if I had moved the woes over to your threshing floor, then I would have been able to capture the 2 heroes that you had. And during a taunt battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they were protected then.
Yeah, I mean, I do think a deck like that can be viable if like you really know the ins and outs of it, but the margins are so small.
Yeah, part of the problem was I think I definitely need delivered in here. I thought about that a few turns in, and I only have a few characters I can play it on, but I feel like it's enough to make it worth it because it's really important to have either 20 shekels or Book of the Law to bounce Shimei and do that because definitely wasted a lot of time during your attacks, which it's kind of like, would I because I can control the taunt battles a little more, I guess, then I think that's what I'd prefer to do. Obviously, D heavy is going to be fine blocking if you attack for the most part anyway, so it's just.
Well, I thought I was gonna maybe get there with that one David attack, but
yeah. Doubt coming in just at the right time.
That was a crazy battle for sure, though.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, I think I wonder. Yeah, delivered for sure gets in here. Just there's so many artifacts that are necessary or good. Like, I mean, I want to have stocks available as well. Just getting the extra artifact activation is good.
Oh, and all the add to battles come into play, and it can work.
Yeah, yeah, I think yeah, if you're able to pilot it quickly, I mean, at least in a Lackey Grand Prix, maybe it could work. In an actual tournament where you have the official tournament or like game timer, then I don't know, but uh, you maybe have to do
I,
like a 57 card version, which is what I was thinking about doing until I was like, oh, I'm playing Joe. I probably shouldn't risk it.
yeah, if you did 57, that David battle might have gone differently. Maybe.
Well, so the two dominants that I added for uh, doing 71 were Son of God and Second Coming.
Oh, okay.
I was like
So,
that heavily leaning toward
well, the
the idea.
second coming to three woes to
Yeah,
turn off.
yeah, I
What was
suppose
it? The
that.
Obed.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, definitely played a part. Yeah, eventually, I can. If I did have the Rapshika, so I would have been able to begin a taunt battle, and I think, and I still had gates at that point, so I could have done Rapshika to Deceiver to something that could let me take out Obed, but I wanted to get the Damascus value when I could.
Yeah, you
'Cause,
wouldn't have been able to do it first turn just because he. Or does he go to deck to do it? Or
uh,
reserve? So you couldn't equip first turn.
no,
But,
yeah, no, I couldn't equip, but I could still start a taunt
oh, you could do
battle
the normal taunt. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then
You're right.
gates Deceiver, yeah, and then do something that can. I probably would have just gone to like Herod the Great and chosen Obed or something.
Yeah,
And
I
then
just had the Royal Parade, I think, at that time.
yeah, and I had
That's why I was hesitant to attack that first turn.
sure. Yeah. Well, actually, so the first turn I had the Rapshika, and so after you put down the storehouse, I was like, oh, cool, I can just block with the Rapshika, and then if you do have an interrupt, I guess then I would have to play lurking or something, but you
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to instead it with the
yeah, it's fair.
storehouse out.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy game there.
But so Heroless
Uh,
in 2025, figure it's been long
ah,
enough. Like I had the idea for doing the shimmy deck, and I did originally have an offense in mind of just doing like Cloud Moses to stop you from interacting as much with Lost Souls and territory class stuff, and then try to get the cross and Peter's Curse and whatever to stop dominance. But I figured after Mark was like, anybody have any ideas for a Heroless deck or something like that? Like, could it be any good in the Discord? Then I was like, you know what, we'll try it. Just go all
yeah,
in.
like Jake did 100 card. I think it was mono brown though, because he was using the looping of the wilderness dude. I can't remember.
Oh, Wandering
Wandering
Israelites. Yeah.
Israelites. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
but I mean
Yeah.
that doesn't work directly with Shmi, but gives some nice card advantage and things like
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
Card draw and stuff was or definitely a tricky thing. It was like trying to find balance between uh like how much do I need for speed and then how much do I need for like actually winning battles and taking out heroes and that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Baal
think
worship was kind of a late ad and messenger. I feel like he got negated a couple times, but uh,
yeah.
came in slot
There's
searching.
maybe a chance I can get one more with David and Lord Goes Before You, but I didn't
Mm,
have a good way to get Lord Goes Before You at that point unless I played Crowd's Choice.
sure.
I don't know if that was necessarily right, but
Yeah. Well, even you had. Oh, I see. Because he played
I
crowd's
would have had to
choice to
turn off your.
go.
Yeah, I would have had to go grab that, then figure out how to turn off your add to battle stuff.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because even if you create the side battle, those characters would be done. You go back to the main battle, and I can still add to battle at that point.
Yep.
Yeah. But definitely could have hit some key evil characters. I mean, you hit Shimei or something,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. No, I mean, maybe I should have just angeled Shmi.
that was
Shmi.
I'd kind of breathed a sigh of relief when you played Angel on Temple Guard, and then when you also
Yeah.
and then when you played Second Coming for Son of God, I was like, okay, so Angel is off the table. Like I don't really have to worry too much about Peter's Curse, because that's kind of the idea with Peter's Curse, is like just try to slow it down if they are playing Angel.
Yeah. I mean, I was definitely flip flopping of like, do I try to go for the battle? Do I try to play more of the long game stuff? And
Yeah.
I think that led to some poor choices. But I mean, I'm sure both sides could there.
Yeah.
There's routes for you to win, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the thing is, like, do I really need to do Shimi in a deck like this? Like, is just the add to battle stuff enough? But I think being able to generate some value on my turn with the taunt is worth it enough.
Yeah.
And then obviously if you're not attacking, then your turns go faster, and then I'm in a little bit more control of how quickly the battles go.
Yeah, I mean, considering how a lot of the meta offenses tend to dom rush, Shimi tends to be pretty good against not letting them use their battle doms.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Or at least not effectively.
Yeah, or make them kind of feel bad about it at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, well, and the main thing was like, okay, so all the evil add to battle stuff like doesn't require a hero to be in battle, so I can
Yeah.
create a taunt battle and then add to battle before you block, and then
Yeah, that was one of
like
the
you capture
things
stuff.
about Right On Victoriously. It's like if an evil character is blocking, and
Right, yeah.
not the case when you're taunting.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, yeah. Huh.
It's like, oh, that's
I guess I didn't think
awkward.
about that working that way. 'Cause, yeah, a lot of them are like if an evil character is in battle, but I suppose some of them are, yeah, if a character is blocking. I suppose Good Seed, I think, is that way too, right?
Uh, I don't know. I think I took it out of this
No, it's
list.
evil character in battle. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I feel like the downside of that is offset by the upside of uh I can't use any evil characters that have if blocking triggers. Because
Yeah,
if I could put Queen Tapanese in this deck, then that would just
I mean, you probably could splash her just because you're playing enough cards.
yeah, that's true. I did take out Murderous Command and a Malachite Slave, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I'm not leaning into the Shimi route as much, then that would be the way to go. Um, yeah.
So for Nats, you got to make this competitive. I got to make the 154 card Pride of Lions competitive.
As long
We'll
as
take
somebody
over
else
Nats with
knocks
the
you
other.
out, because I'm not going to beat you.
That would be a nightmare.
I just have to hope I get my Shimi pulled off, and then there's that way you can never attack, and then I just hope you never draw into your dominance.
It'll just be pass go.
Yeah, right. It's
That way you'll never deck me.
right. Yeah, I'll never deck you, but I just have to draw my dominance and hope you don't draw yours.
That's why you play the Searchers.
Yeah, or I suppose I could put confusion in here and figure out a way to play that pre-block. Yeah, taking out the Temple Guard was actually that was kind of the main way that I was trying to actually get the cross win. Is so if I have Temple Guard, then I can try to like once you're decked out, I can Shuckles out your defense. And it didn't help that you really didn't put any of your defense down, like you never really needed to. But if I can get out all of your evil characters and maybe stocks or grail some or something, then I can do a taunt battle and add Temple Guard and use Korra's Rebellion to abandon all of yours, and then also Jabin to discard
yeah.
everything.
Yep.
And then of course there's the Night Raid and Better to Be Slaves that I can grab your defense with, but that was kind of
Yeah.
the finishers, like Korra's Rebellion or destroying bands to grab your defense and then wipe it out. And then on the next turn, I could do the cross attack, but yeah, you just had too much defense to make it work.
Yeah, weirdly, I think if I'm playing 50, I think I lose that game. Like,
because you're at 52.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if I dick out any sooner, but it just, I don't know. It seems like the margins were super tight there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you didn't. Not drawing on your prosperity seemed like that was good.
Because I think going down to 52, I probably cut Woman of the Bez to the Unity a little easier. And I don't know from there.
Well, okay,
I'm still testing out that False Leaders package, but.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that would have been annoying if you were able to get that rolling.
I mean, the hope is to try to, get the gotcha moment of winning a rescue because of False Leaders.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, doing like Warning Against Rebellion. Or is it the other one? It's today, right?
I'm using Cage.
Oh, okay.
So if they search on defense, I just bounce them.
Oh, dude. I should have Cage in this deck. You can just bounce my Shimei to reset. Have another out. Then could also work in battle. Huh.
Yeah, I think today is the one that does the convert.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
But yeah, both of those work.
Yeah, I suppose you wouldn't want to do Warning Against Rebellion to underdeck a Lost Soul or whatever it does.
But
huh.
yeah. I mean,
Cage. Yeah, I think False Leaders
Cage
would have
is
been
just a little more flexible for a Meek deck. So.
Yeah, that's fair. Although the negate a good card in battle isn't optional, so that could come back to bite you at some point.
I mean, it could, but I mean, if it puts them in SI, they'll have to negate Cage anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I think, let's see. What was I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, there's one other thing I was going to say, then I forgot. I maybe should have. Well, yeah, I don't know. I could have converted my Roman jailer to a hero, but I didn't. I opted not to put any good capture enhancements in here just because there aren't enough ones that are actually good.
Yeah, a little unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because it's just like it's the Roman U. Just jailer spelled differently.
Right? Yeah, exactly. The Roman jailers when I'm walking around with nowhere to go.
When you're visiting Italy.
Or that, yeah.
All right. Well, that was an interesting game. Hopefully, I
That
don't
was something.
have any more games like that during GP.
Yeah, I was hoping that would kind of be payback for the Pride of Lions game since you didn't really get to do anything offensively, but I mean the fact that you still won then I guess doesn't quite make it worthwhile.
It's a bit bittersweet. I kind of sat there for a little bit, had one really good battle, and then I was just like, oh, okay. I got to my DOMs.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know if there was a way for me to really interact with your dominance better than what I did. Or like, I mean, I don't think there was anything I could have built differently or built into the deck differently other than like trying to do confusion, but I don't think there was enough ways to like try to play it pre-block to guarantee that I would actually get it. I suppose other than like Rapshika Snatch Spear, but that was kind of the backup plan. Like Shimi is kind of the
Maybe
main
you
goal.
need something to deal with territory class, like a golden calf or something, just because of those lost child pounds.
Apparently, yeah, that would have been good. I was like, I obviously I saw you take it, so I should have remembered. Is there really what I should have done is I should have played Chronicles when you activated New Covenant to take it because I think I hadn't played Angel Party at that point.
Uh,
So I could have hit your New Covenant. I guess I didn't think about Lost Child Found bouncing Angel Party.
I think I'm playing Lost Child Found main deck. Yes,
I thought.
it was main deck. So I drew it naturally. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah, you grabbed Spirit as a Dove with New
Yeah,
Covenant.
yeah, yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could force through an Eternal Inheritance play for the third, making it CBN Spirit as a Dove.
No, sure. Yeah. Mm.
Like I switched out Necromancer for Spirit as a Dove in the reserve just to see how it'd go.
Yeah.
That and have another way to get to Second Coming.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that seems reasonable.
Like
It's also
I've
a way to
used
son of God with
Necromancer
Lost
in the
Choice.
reserve, but yeah, I've just never played Necromancer in all the games I've played this deck.
Yeah. Uh,
It's nice that he can copy Uzza or
right. Yeah.
Blood Avenger.
Oh, yeah. I suppose copying Blood Avenger is cool. Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm. Well, I like it.
yeah, just
Brown and white seems like a good combo.
I think the offense can work at least. The
Yeah.
defense, we'll see.
Did you consider putting Music Leader in here?
I have. He's been one of the maybe options. Like
Sure.
a lot of maybe cards.
Yeah.
But playing a white clay kind of hybrid, there's some.
Yeah. It seems
I
like
don't know what's
he
right
should
or
be in there.
best. Yeah,
So
because I
he can
was
play
looking
Spirit
at
as a Dove on him
doing.
too.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the plays with Tabernacle, the infinite side battle option.
Mm,
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
but it just feels like it's not very.
Yeah. It's a little too gimmicky.
Yeah, yeah. Like music leader, he's probably on the next like 3 cards that I'm looking at putting in.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes
But
sense. Yeah. I suppose he could have
like,
been getting your battle winners back and then.
yeah,
Oh.
instead of Eternal Inheritance, Authority of Christ is another option.
Oh.
Joseph of
Sure.
Arimathea,
Mm. Yeah.
just
Joseph would
having a
be
potential.
pretty nice.
That's just finding the room for everything's a pain,
Yeah.
especially when I don't know how to play at low enhancement counts.
I'll just go up to 57. That's or 58. Sorry. That's your.
I mean, I could, but trying to break habits.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Well,
But
it's getting late. I suppose I should probably call it a night. And yeah, that was quite the game.
that it
Uh,
was, but good game.
yeah. All right.
Uh,
Well, we'll talk to you
but
later then.
yeah, take care. Good luck in the rest of the GP.
Yeah. Thanks.